Super Mario 64 has a great history with its speedruns. For many years, people have been trying to lower their times on the leaderboard in various categories. And after all the main categories have been optimized, people started to come up with new challenges and ideas. And now, one of those categories is about to be broken once and for all. And it might not be what you expect. One thing you have probably guessed right is that it's the Blindfolded SM64 subcategory, which I have personally specialized in for more than 6 years now. Back in 2017, I finished a 16-star speedrun for the first time in world's history while completely blindfolded. This marked the first completion of this game without sight. Back then, the time it took to beat this was more than 3 hours long. Nowadays, in my newest world record, due to developments, new strats and mostly lots and lots of practice, I brought this time down to only 22 minutes. But I did not stop after 16 star. Slowly, with time, I earned myself the title of world record holder in all the other categories as well. Most notably the popular 70 star category, which I managed to clear in 1 hour and 24 minutes, and the viral 120 star blindfolded category, which to this day stands uncontested at 11 hours. Also other main categories like 31 star and 50 star could not stand before me. And to top of everything, I finished a blindfolded 1-star run in 2021 for the first time in world's history. This was a big milestone for the community, as no one would ever believe that the difficult tricks you required to perform the speedrun, most notably like the LBLJ and the SBLJ, were actually possible while blindfolded. But with enough dedication and practice, I also proved that wrong. Then, one of my very good speedrun friends, Handyman, started to grind SM64, getting himself really close to the world record of 16 star, and then, in an act of sheer dedication, started a grind to take down one of my records. He started practicing the 1-star category, mastering the LBLJ as well as the infamous SBLJ, and after weeks of daily grinding, he finally got this run.
Yes!
This incredible run marked the end of my dream of a leaderboard sweep after I passed legends like Nobody in 16 star and 70 star. I could not compete much more in 1 star, as it is an extremely mentally draining category, as well as very heavy on your hands as you need to constantly mash BLJs the entire day. Since I had hand pains from speedrunning too much at these times, I gave up and was satisfied with my 5 out of 6 world records. And this continued until August 2023, when I secretly forged a master plan. After brainstorming with SM64 legends like the unstoppable Suigi and the SBLJ scientist Cosma, I dedicated a lot of my time in secret to my community to polish and develop new skills with the SBLJ. But there is one more twist to this whole story.
No way.
What you just witnessed is the key to not only a full leaderboard sweep, but the development of the final unsolved Super Mario 64 category in Blindfolded. 0 star.
I think I got it, dude.
Getting a SBLJ and skipping the door to enter Dire Docks early is already really difficult, and only a few people in this world can perform this trick visually, but I decided to absolutely screw it all and step it up even more. It is possible to also skip the Dire Docks stage by setting up an incredibly precise amount of speed, the correct angle, as well as a really specific position. 0 star is considered one of the hardest things speedrunners can do in SM64, and I am here to prove that it's possible to blindfold it as well. This would mark the world's first blindfolded completion of this run, as well as every main category of SM64 being blindfolded. Now, how does that work? In terms of difficulty, this might be an even harder grind than 120 star.
Easy.
It has considerably less setups to memorize, but actually getting a blindfolded DDD skip is considered close to impossible. The plan is to get a good SBLJ, set up always the same amount of speed with the same amount of air BLJs, and then always perform one of the various setups that succeeds from a short range of around 10 speed values. I can adjust the speed building a tiny bit by listening closely how fast I get the BLJs in the stair, but it is really difficult to do. So essentially it will be extremely luck dependent, and probably only 1 in 1,000 SBLJs will actually make it past that point. And let's not talk about accidentally dying in Fire Sea afterwards, because that will put you right out of the barrier again. With that in mind, my fight plan is to grind the run up to the SBLJ for around 1 or 2 hours every day for a few months now, and eventually I will get lucky and get through once. More than anything, this category requires high dedication and mental fortitude. But here we also come back to the leaderboard sweep story. There are 2 ways to fail the DDD skip. You can either overspeed and be stuck in the basement again, or, in most cases, you will have not the right amount of speed, which leads you straight to DDD. Now, this will happen every other run, I imagine, and this is exactly where my master plan comes into play, because during this crazy 0-star grind, I will actually also grind back my 1-star world record. Since the last record by Handyman, I have found new and faster strats in every single Bowser stage, and the run has a few mistakes to begin with, like a 3rd try SBLJ and a missed Bowser throw at the end. So there is definitely room for improvement. Hopefully in a few months we will not only see a leaderboard sweep for the first time in Mario history, a person having all 6 out of 6 blindfolded world records, but actually push it even further with a 7 out of 7 including 0-star. This crazy grind is about to start any day now, so make absolutely sure to subscribe to this channel and check out my Twitch or YouTube live streams, where I will perform all the runs live every weekday. You can find all the links to my socials in the description. Wish me lots of luck in this crazy grind, as I will definitely need it, and know that I extremely appreciate all of the support from you. Also big shoutouts to my patrons, Benlitz, Boris, Bob Farrell, ZXMany, KingReubs and Andrew, as well as all the others. Thank you so much and see you during the big grind. Goodbye.